is Endsley Batton. I'm a first-year freshman at Fairmont State, majoring in physical education. So today I'm going to talk just a little bit about what it looks like to be a PE teacher, the job outlook, the day-to-day life, and then what the pay grade would look like, and then just a little bit about myself and why I want to be a PE teacher. Being a PE teacher is more than just sports. It's about helping kids stay active, gain confidence, build teamwork, and I'm very excited whenever my journey at Fairmont State is over in the next 4 years, and I get to inspire kids every day to stay healthy, have fun, and grow stronger. First, I just want to talk about some of the schooling that you need to complete, and then the exam and the certification that you need to achieve. So to become a physical education teacher, you need to complete a 4-year bachelor's degree minimum in physical education. You can achieve a master's, and there are, I believe, 3 states that you need a master's to become a teacher. Those are Connecticut, New York, and Maryland. Most schools have a physical education program, so that is like a wide variety. We have one at Fairmont State, there is one at WVU, and then some others, and another one in West Virginia would be Kent State. When you choose the school that you want to attend for the next 4 years, you start studying to become a physical education teacher. It's a long process, just like any other degree, but it includes all of your training hours, your shadowing hours, and then your student teaching. So I know we all had a student teacher, whether it was in middle school or high school, that they were learning along with you, and they had to learn how to teach. So all those hours are included in that degree and that program. After you get that 4-year degree, or 6-year degree if you get a master's, then you take the Praxis 2 exam. There is a Praxis 2 for every program out there, for every teaching degree. So there's one for math, sciences, English, social studies, all of those have a Praxis 2, just like physical education. So once you get your degree and pass your Praxis 2 physical education exam, then you can apply for your teaching certificate. After you achieve that, then you can apply for jobs and become a teacher. A little bit about the day-to-day for a physical education teacher. We'll talk about what you have to do before you even reach the school, and then how you have to set up your classroom and what it takes to actually teach these students. Before you would even reach your classroom or your gym, there is a lot of work that any teacher has to do and prepare for. You have to make your lesson plans. I know a lot of teachers or soon-to-be teachers that love to plan out their whole year, which is a lot of work. You have to sit down and plan out what you're going to do for the whole year, which those plans can always get mixed up. And then I know some that will just do a month or a week at a time. And then once they do it for the first time, they'll have it for their next however many years that they'll be in teaching. After you have your lesson plan set up, a teacher would have to make sure they have all the equipment that they need. All the students can participate because there are some disabilities. So if they have a student with a disability or with like a challenge, then you would have to make sure you have something that they can do, a way that they can participate as well. Once you know that you have all of that, then you can get into your classroom and get everything set up. Once you have your lesson plans and you get in the school building for the day, once you reach your classroom or your gym, I know it depends with some schools where you're located, then you can get all of your equipment out, get ready for the day. I know teachers do it differently. Some of them like to have warm-ups before they start the activity. Some like to a warm-up and a cool down, or we used to walk laps around the gym. Just something, especially if you have an early class, to get your class moving for the day. Especially a high school or middle school teacher, you will have multiple students in and out of your classroom, and then multiple classes throughout the day. So you just have to make sure you're prepared for that and ready to help those students however they need. Depending on your lesson plans will depend on how long your class period is also. I know we used to do like 90-minute blocks, so gym class lasted a really long time. But pretty much sums it up for what your day-to-day would look like as a PE teacher. This is more specifically for high school and middle school with like the classes changing and stuff, or there's elementary, some of the little younger kids running around, or I have seen some teachers specialize in physical education and special education, so you'd be dealing with those more special needs students every day. So the average salary for a physical education teacher, at least in the state of West Virginia, is currently $38,658 a year, and I got that information from ZipRecruiter from 2024. Just a little bit about why I wanted to be a PE teacher. So my mom is a teacher and she truly inspires me every day, and I love learning from her and going to her school and helping her with her kids. I always knew that I wanted to be a teacher. It was just a matter of how I had to figure out what kind. Growing up, I was told that I was one of the bossy kids, later figuring out that those were just leadership skills. Since I was so active as a kid, I grew up doing dance. My brother grew up doing cross country, later did wrestling. I joined the lacrosse team at my high school. I fell in love with it. But since I was so active, my dad came up to me one day. He was like, why don't you do PE? Then you combine two things that you love, and that is teaching and sports and staying active and staying healthy. So I was like, that sounds like a really good idea. So ever since I started here at Vermont State, I fell in love with it. I am very excited to have an impact on these future students, and I know teaching has its up and downs, but I think all of the struggles are worth it, and I'm very excited for the next 4 years.